lots of keyboard sounds, things like that. And also I think it's something a little bit novel, a little bit different. Music's great. It looks fantastic as well. So yeah, let's just kind of head into it. The story's quite intriguing. I played it for a little bit, but we'll obviously start from the beginning. I just wanted to kind of test out, see how it was. So one of the great things about it is the menu. You have to type everything.
Once upon a time, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. There was a girl, and she rode upon the back of a great fox. But they were lost. They had always been lost. Until a path appeared, and so she followed.
So we control using the keyboard as it says there. You can just use the WASD keys, but I'm trying to keep with the kind of theme of it, and as you'll see later, as being able to kind of type quickly is quite important. So it is a kind of typing game. Imagine something like a cross between something like Bastion and Mavis Beacon teaches typing. Two very different programs which you wouldn't imagine kind of combining, but it's a little bit similar to that, and you'll kind of see why. But in the meantime, let's get going.
Was the path leading her? Or was she leading it? She didn't know. It was just there. All of a sudden, she knew where she was. She was home. The woods had sheltered her as a child.
I do adore this kind of art style. It's like kind of paper art, origami style. It's amazing. Reminds you of something like Tearaway or something like that. I think it looks really good.
The path was blocked before her.
So we press space. And that
The path stretched deeper into the forest.
when we type in the words, it kind of unlocks things.
She remembered animals frolicking in the glades. She remembered planting flowers.
So let's type in these. And the game's quite adaptive to your skill level, so if you're really a bad typer, even if you're kind of a one-finger typer, it will adapt to your style. There's different difficulty levels. I'm by no means a brilliant typist. I'd say I'm pretty average. I do it on a day-to-day basis, but certainly not having to type out, long sentences and things like that. But it will kind of adapt to how fast you type to keep it challenging, but also make sure that it's not too frustrating for you. So let's jump through now.
She felt the woods begin to wake up around her. Who? Where? Why? What?
Okay. So I saw a chest over this way.
She remembered exploring the twisted paths. The more she remembered, the stronger she felt.
Where was that chest? There it is. elements to the game as well. You see we're open tab here, and we've got two things we can upgrade here. One is velocity, the fox will walk and sprint faster. One is intensity, each word typed will give more time on combo. So you get kind of more points or more experience if you manage to not make a mistake while typing, and if you manage to kind of get combos and things like that. So, and to upgrade things you have to type in a word. You can use the mouse, but I quite like doing this. It makes it for a novel menu. I'm going to chuck both of them in intensity because I don't mind how fast my fox walks. We're going to resume. Now you'll notice here that the kind of brambles have got some strange symbols. That's because I haven't unlocked how to remove them yet, so we can't go to that section yet. But we can go over this way. And I think there's some things here. And this gravel.
She remembered discovering precious stones.
So as we kind of do these things, we get kind of points.
She would have to burn the brambles before she could pass through them.
Yeah, there's kind of barrier there, so we can't get through that way either. There's a nice chest here.
She remembered finding magical things in the undergrowth.
And we got some new upgrades, and we can sprint. I'm not going to use sprint, but I am going to do velocity twice. There we go. You can already see our fox is nicely trotting away. Look at him go. Oh, we've got some more things here.
Dangers awaited beyond the forest. Sensing a terrible wrongness, she looked up.
Let's go on here.
And fire fell from the sky.
Doesn't that look amazing? So
Had a
it's kind
star
of
died?
opened,
Had the moon fallen?
that's kind of opened our little crossing here, so we can get up this way.
She didn't know, but she wasn't home anymore.
And then this will show us the kind of combat mechanics.
Chitinous chattering creatures began to appear.
So the way you kill them is by typing the words. Bigger creatures.
Insectile things which sought to hurt her. With their scything claws and gnashing maws. They should not be here.
There we go. I think we did okay. So that's the kind of combat mechanic, which is quite novel actually, quite interesting. And it gets a little bit different later on as well.
She headed towards the source of fire, because if she didn't, who would?
Well, quite. Cypress. Just have a little wander down here. So it looks like this way will open up for us a bit later. is about trotting away on the back of a fox.
The trees began to give way to ash and char.
Even if the fox has got 3 tails for some reason.
This was where the meteor had struck. The path ended here. Or did it begin?
Here we go. Into the burning hollow. So let's explore the burning hollow.
She found herself alone, lost in darkness.
Oh, got an enemy. There's one down.
Until fire roared behind her. The meteorite had buried itself deep. Wicked things crept from its dark core. Briar and bramble blocked her path. Ancient paintings covered the walls. Telling the story of another world, or perhaps another life.
Cheeky one coming from behind there. Oh, he's a big boy. I can't get him.
Loneliness seeped out of them.
Daddy, look! He'll die if we don't save him.
The cavern closed in around her, suffocating. They came from the darkness, like fear manifest.
I can't kill them. Yet.
And only fire could save her. She saw something across the lava, a power which the meteor could not destroy.
Okay, so what did that give us? Fire. Interesting.
Something new flowed through her veins.
So now we have the power to
It burned away the loneliness inside and revealed new paths all around her.
get rid of these brambles now. Sizzling. That's a great word. Got a little collectible there. I think it's like a picture that kind of builds up. So we've got this kind of fire magic now, which allows us to break these brambles and things like that. Seem to be unlocking all sorts of achievements, but not
We'll
quite
be
sure what
friends.
they are.
I'll look after you. I promise.
so those lit up seem to unlock the pathway there. Just actually going to just bring the music down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Kind of cheated using the mouse there, but
The maze began to crumble before her.
So, your new fire magic sets insects on fire. If you wait, you don't have to type the next word. So, apologies for that, the music got exceptionally loud then, for no real apparent reason. So the way that the fire works is, instead of having to do kind of multiple words, it burns the second word. So it gives you kind of more time basically. So I think those were the two pesky critters we had before. I think this was the kind of way we were going. We can't go that way. Incandescent, eh? Incandescent. Dynamite. And across all the words are kind of thematically. Where's the other one? Oh. And there we go, I did all four of them at the same time there. Cool. Okay. Oh, I think we actually have some upgrades we can do, don't we? I'm going to put it into fire, I think. And yeah, we'll do two in fire. Next time we can go for perseverance, I guess.
Paintings began to look familiar to her.
So, these look like the fox now. You see the little paintings on the rocks there. Oh, here's this big bug as well. See you later, you big bug. Oh, not that way. Now we can get through this one. Of course, all the words are thematically appropriate. Oh. chest. VN. So just type V and N very, very quickly. Also look, little picture's updated. Now seems to be a girl. I'm guessing maybe that's supposed to be me. And I guess maybe the last piece will show the fox. That's a nice camera angle, get some good view
The
of
cavern
fox there.
opened up before her, like a cathedral.
I see you there. I see you there as well. Got another chest
Even
up
here, there were precious things, just waiting to be discovered.
Look at that, cheeky. Coming out the back there. Very cheeky. Oh, we got a third one. Ah, look, it's the fox. So it looks like he hurt himself and she kind of nursed him back to health. That's cute. Now I'm just going to lower the music again just in case it gets a bit mental during this boss fight here.
And there stood the meteor's heart.
There we go. So I don't like those fast ones. Oh, he's a big boy.
She braced herself for the final onslaught.
Okay, what we got? Oh my god, that's a massive one. Do you see the size of
Before
that
long,
word?
the fires calmed. A stillness descended, and her heart danced a new beat.
Cool. Got some upgrades available. Oh, okay. Knowledge looks useful. And then let's just have a little look around here. So you kind of got an idea of how the game works. This is pretty much as far as I played it too. And it's available on Steam. Currently I think it's about £10 or whatever your regional equivalent would be. So let's just go back. So it's a bit kind of like a typey Legend of Zelda type game.
She emerged once more into the light. Though the ground would be forever marked, green shoots of new life surrounded her.
Yeah, so you can see that we've kind of done that little dungeon bit, and I would imagine that
still festered here. The bitter taste of corruption clung to the land like a scar.
As we go through, I'm sure we'll unlock like different types of magic and stuff like that, which do different things. But that's kind of, I think we'll leave it there for the first episode. I think I'll play through a little bit more, and we'll see how it goes. But so far, I think it's quite an interesting game. It's nice to